back with a Polaris Ranger video because somebody destroyed the machine when she got it stuck and broke both the axles and axles in the back. So we're going to do this high lift control arms, and he's getting the bushings out right now. All I got to do is tap those with a little screwdriver from the other side, and then you got to get the rubber bushings out. These just kind of twist out. You take a screwdriver, pop those, and they're out. But yeah, she got it stuck the other day and rammed it back and forth. So yeah, it's missing the windshield. This is loose, and I got to re-drill those, and it's pushed over to the side. She bent the bumper up, so the bumper's off now. Snorkels are in. We failed to make a video on the snorkels, so they're already in anyhow. And so we got this all tore apart. That's what's left of the axle on that side. And we got a Rhino 2.0 axle to go in to match this other one. And just when we go to put it back in, we're gonna put some anti-seize on it because this axle's only been in for like 2 weeks, and you can see it's all rusty. So I think Jordan's about got the bushings out. We got to take a ball joint press. There's lock clips on these. I already took lock clips off, and now we got to press those out, and we got to press them into the new arms.
These things?
Yes, those things. And you need punches. So we'll be right back. We're gonna push these bushings out. There's some locks to install on the inner tie rods and stuff like that, and we'll get to that too. So now we go with missing tools everywhere. So to get the bushings back in, Jordan's gonna demonstrate how to get the bushings back in. You use the old control arm bolts, a wrench, a washer,
and good old impact.
Keep the wrench on there. I don't know why you take it off every time.
Because my fucking hands are weak. Little bitch hands.
Aubrey's not good with tools.
No, I'm not.
What are you trying to hold it sideways for?
You do it.
Wow, you got that really stuck on. Normally it's not this bad. I guess Jordan got all fucking 9,000 foot-pounds of torque on that. Somehow. And Aubrey stripped the nut. I have to give him help, so we're going to. Go. There. Oh, how the hell? What happened? All right, well, after the mishaps with the bolt, anyways, so one other thing you got to do here is you got to lop this off, which I forgot to do on this side, but we'll get into it because I got a little hacksaw. But with the suspension down, that goes right into the CV boot, so you got to do that. So I'm gonna lop this off with this little hacksaw right here, and like I said, you just take a 45 across this thing and it's gone. And then I'll get the axle in the upper control arm, finish showing you how to do the bushings without destroying them, and then I gotta pop this boot off, and then they give spacer in here, and you gotta put that in there, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So that's all I was talking about. Just take a little notch off of that. Now I'm gonna get this axle in. I'm gonna clean that out a little bit. That was a bitch getting this axle out. So I'm gonna get this one back in, put a little bit of anti-seize on it, so we don't have any problems. And I got the Rhino 2.0 to go in on this side. All right, so you got to get in here find the end, which is kind of tough because I don't have any light. Now we got some light. We gotta cut the end of that zip tie off here. And just like that, as I hold my finger in front of the camera, so why not? You gotta pull this boot off. And now, got this, and all these zip ties. Zip ties for the brake hoses. And then you're gonna take this, insert it around here, like so, push it in, fight this boot back on. I'm gonna turn the steering column in, and then, or Preston can turn the steering column the other, or turn the steering the other way. Oh, you didn't need to turn it on, but keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, so now you can take the zip tie, push the boot on, zip tie it down, and that's done. You do the same thing on the other side. And I'm gonna get this other control arm in. It's starting to rain here. So. Don't know if you can see me or not, but it got dark fast. We got this all back together. I mean, it's a rinse and repeat on putting the stuff back in. I mean, you take the control arm out, you put the control arm back in reality. Biggest issue a lot of people are gonna have, and we kind of fought with them too, was pressing the ball joints out and repressing them back in. A regular standard ball joint press won't work. So that kind of messes everything up. We actually used a vise. It wasn't too horrible with the vise. We just kind of put it flat on the bottom and put a socket around the back and pressed it out. It came out pretty easy. Putting it back in, a little different story. We had to play with a bunch of different sockets and stuff like that. So we had to fight with that a little bit. And overall, not too horrible of a job. Just remember, you got to cut those or you're going to end up with bad CV boots in a hurry. So, you know, just make sure you lop those off. Make sure you put your steering wheel locks in like I showed you, or you're going to end up with bad CV axles. But the only thing we really got to do now is slam on the front bumper over there, and this thing's good to go for now. The front end, then we have to readdress the back end because she broke the axles in the back. So yeah, 1 day old Rhino axle in the back. So then we got to put a new windshield back in there. Got to fix the light bar still, and put a tail light in it, and get new doors and new bin underneath the door because the log went through that as well. So yeah, those nuts don't stop logs from coming through your door, just so you know. But overall, that's it. Nothing crazy. Anybody with some standard, 15 millimeter wrenches, 30 millimeter socket, 3/4 to get your tire off, and 18s for your ball joints and tie rods, and you can pretty much take this whole thing apart. I mean, in reality, that's it. They come apart real easy. So you don't need many tools, just a little bit of strength and stuff like that. So till next time, we'll get back to some of these other projects in the dark. Jordan's got his convertible on the road finally with his own rims and stuff. And then we got the CRX back up here, finishing that up. It's been kind of hectic the last couple of weeks, and that's why there hasn't been a video in over a month. So we figured we'd slam this together since she wrecked it, and we had no choice. And I use this to pull vehicles around and move the trailer and all that stuff. So really, it has to get fixed. So that's what it is. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.